Shadowverse.
Welcome back to the workshop, guys. Today we have another sword re-hilting project for the series. This here is a longsword, and today we are going to be completely disassembling this handle and putting on a katana wrap and tsuba. How novel. Now, just a quick overview of this longsword. It's not particularly expensive or, you know, the highest quality in the world. However, the blade on it isn't too bad, and it's perfect for today's project. So the fit and finish of this blade is rather average, I would say. It smells like coffee. I don't know why it smells like coffee. Anyways, this particular project isn't that complex. All I need to do is completely remove all the handle parts and just basically jam on a katana one, and we're done. So let's get started with today's video. I am genuinely curious how this thing is going to handle when it's finished. Get the joke? So here is the finished blade. This thing is kind of cursed. I don't know. I don't know what I feel about this blade currently. First off, because the tang of a longsword is usually centered to the blade, and because usually a katana tang is curved and not centered, the handle and the tsuba don't perfectly match, perfectly straight on the blade, which triggers my OCD a little bit. They're a little bit to one side, but there's not really much I could do about that simply because of how the two different blades are made. So when you try and smash them together, there's going to be a couple little issues like that. So with the build process concluded, it's time to head back to Shadowversity, see how this thing handles and how it cuts, and we can finish up with some final thoughts. Let's go. So I'm back at Shadowversity with another sword to surprise Shad with. Are you ready? Shad.
Yes.
I have another sword for you.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, double trouble. You ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're ready? Because this one is different.
I can handle it. Easy.
I present to you, I don't have a name for it.
I threw up a little in my mouth.
Okay, right. So this one here, this one here.
Is a true abomination.
Yes. leftover parts, basically.
Well, no, that's what we wanted to do. Fair's fair. We re-hilted a katana with a European hilt, a longsword hilt, and so now we've re-hilted a longsword with a katana hilt.
Now, this was a lot easier than that. This was like a lot of, you know, trying to make it beautiful, trying to make a piece of art. This was like trying to make Lego and Mega Blocks fit together. Things that aren't supposed to go together. Basically, it's a little off center. There are issues with one, so I'm going to run through them.
A little.
Yes.
Ooh, a tyrant.
I'm about to run through all the issues, because this one is actually properly sketchy. So first off, the tang of a longsword is centered.
Yes.
How a katana or tachi or any of those sorts of blades, the tang of those is first off curved, and it's not centered.
Yeah, so the dowels would not align to the center of the tang versus the hilts.
Yes, so we should talk about the dowels. First off, the tang of this longsword was a lot thinner than I was expecting. Period. And if I was to drill proper sized holes that like the katana originally had,
the dowel size,
the dowel size, the tang would snap as soon as it touched. So first off, it has smaller brass pins in here, and then reinforced with epoxy, and then there's epoxy reinforced and everything. So this is properly sketchy. Yeah, I wouldn't want to smash this against wood or anything.
But we still might do that.
Maybe. I don't know.
I need to have a look.
Feel that one.
So. Apart from being off-centered, right?
It feels nice.
I mean, you know, you're like, yes. Look, it's giving me very Chinese vibes. This feels like a Chinese, because look, Chinese had double-bladed swords. So, I mean, comparing it to this, this is a Chinese dowel, is it?
Yeah.
Sent to us for review, which we will, you know, enjoy reviewing this. But yeah, they had double-bladed swords, not as wide as European. So
now, I wouldn't call this a perfectly historical representation with all these paracord and stuff.
Paracord, no, but we'll save that for the review. Save it for the review. But yeah, what do you guys think in the comments? Do you reckon this longsword katana looks very Chinese?
I don't think it does. I personally think... I don't know why I think this, but it's like a dagger, a really giant dagger.
Like a giant rondel dagger, because they had discards in medieval on medieval weapons.
It just never stopped being a dagger, so it's just a giant dagger.
Okay, so I've always been a fan of the look of the diamond pattern on katanas. Depending on the execution, that doesn't mean they're always quite, you know, the most comfortable. I've reviewed some where the ridges on the side just are too pronounced and then they dig into the hand. This one is actually pretty good. And so look, the feel of kind of just, I don't know, the silk cord is pretty comfortable. And then I've always liked the look of the diamond pattern. So seeing that on a longsword, I kind of like it.
I like it too.
Like, I was playing up the abomination thing when actually, in all honesty, this doesn't look like such an incongruous sword.
Okay, in terms of looks, I don't think it's the prettiest thing in the world.
It's just because of the center. But if it was centered right, I could dig it.
The thing that I like the most about this is, first off, I originally liked this blade. It was a nice blade.
This blade is very nice.
And then we put something else that we like, which is a nice katana wrap on it. It actually, and because of the weight of the longsword, the original blade, it kind of all works together. I dig it. Yeah,
there are a lot of things to dig. Now, this blade is a tinker. Is it Hunway tinker? I forget.
I can't remember.
But yeah, it's a tinker longsword, a sharp blade. All right, so there are a couple of things that kind of do get, because the discard, you can't like, so if you hold this, like, there are, because longswords are double-bladed, right, there are certain maneuvers in which you want to hold it sideways so you can do reverse edge cuts. And as a result, to get a bit more control, you put your thumb right there. And that's actually a historical grip, which means you can do reverse edge cuts really, really efficiently.
I mean,
really that? I mean, oh, come on, Phil. Let me try it though. I gotta show.
Maybe his thumbs up big enough.
No, what are you kidding me? It's like you have to lift your palm. So, like, my palm isn't even on the grip now.
Okay, yeah. So,
cope. What is that? So there's that. You can't finger.
Yeah, you cannot.
Like, and so. I find it really interesting that double-bladed swords actually, a crossguard just naturally is so much. It's more natural to have a crossguard on them, and so that is throwing me a bit in terms of this, just because, like, the Suba just does not feel like it belongs. Yeah, I could
agree,
I could go with the wrap,
agree.
and be perfectly happy with the wrap, but a different.
Yes. Why don't we
Cut.
try some cutting with it? Because
Yeah, let's.
I think you'll be surprised about the
Right.
cutting.
And in terms of weight, it is a bit more top heavy.
It is, but
It is
it's already so light.
Like it's a light, nimble blade, but it is that slightly bit more top heavy. Let's do some cutting. So low effort. This is just a. That was pretty nice. That's a zipper. It just zips through.
So, as Shad mentioned, it is a little top heavy because we've taken the counterweight off. However, because it's already a very light blade, it was originally a light blade, it still feels incredibly light and nimble. I'm surprised at how much I like this because I thought I would hate it, but I don't. See what I mean? That's just... oh.
It zips. That's my new term for cutting.
It zips.
It zips. Wow. Look, we need to do a dedicated deep dive on this.
Are we going to break it?
I don't know.
I don't want to break this one because this one, like I said, I will stand behind my work. I'll stand behind my work. With this one, I'm not taking responsibility for whatever happens.
But the big question for now is this an abomination or not? Guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Have we made a monstrosity or do you dig it? And also, what the hell do we call it?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Longtana?
I was about to say long time, yeah.
Longtana.
Leave it down in the comments, guys. Let us know what we should name this one. Come up with something creative, please. But if you wanted to check out, we've done... Well, this is...
Well, we also have the build
The
video.
re-hiltings have turned into a series now, if you've noticed. And we're going to have more coming eventually.
Yeah.
But if you want to check out this one, this is the last one. I'm very happy with this one.
Yeah.
This is a nice one.
Out of the... Oh, gosh. Which one do I prefer? I don't know.
Falchion.
But I like two double-bladed swords because of the extra versatility strike with the back edge. This is technically a falchion, so I was getting thrown because...
Oh, is it technically?
Technically, yeah, I admitted that.
Check the video here.
Technically,
where he says it's not a falchion.
And technically, a katana is a messer. Right?
Yeah, technically.
Yes, thank you. So, but out of these two, which one do you prefer?
This one, just because this one will break.
No, if it wouldn't break.
This one, because I like that one.
See, oh, I don't know, like, because I love double-bladed swords, but this discard means I might be but I also like the wrap, but I think I might be leaning on the
It's been longer than 15
Scimitar.
seconds. Click the video there.
Thanks
for watching, guys.
Thanks.